And we also knew what was out there. My body was out there. During this last one, happening. Once we started, everybody double duty against today. But I know we got two teams coming off wins. And tonight, when Washington hosts the Minnesota Timberwolves. Minnesota just beat Miami. Washington's coming off back-to-back wins uh, against Brooklyn as the latest win. They scored that CJ McCollum hit a game winner in a very close game. But let's start with you, go straight to you. What does Washington have to do to make this three consecutive wins and to get this homestand off to a 2-0 start?
Well, first off, they got to continue their defensive play as of late. We all know they're 4-1 over the last 5 games. But their defense has been outstanding. That's been the reason why they've been able to win 4 of their last 5. Their defensive rating over the last 5 games is a 96. And they held all the teams to 42.3% shooting from the field and 33.1% shooting from deep. The lineup of Alex Sarr, Bilal Coulibaly, and Justin Champagnie has been lethal. You know, Alex Sarr, we already know what he is. He leads the league in blocks for a reason, when they lead rim protection. Again, disclaimer, I know Wemby's in the league, but he hasn't played enough games to qualify right now. So as of now, Alex Sarr is the leader in that regard. But all-world defender interior, but he can also switch out on the perimeter, stay with guards and wings, and hold up on that end to make sure that the Wizards aren't compromised. That's where his superpower come from on that end. So having him back has obviously changed things. Bilal Coulibaly, what can we say? He's all-world wing defender. He gets after it. He seems to do a great job on Giannis. Giannis guards 1, 2, 3s, and 4s. You know what I'm saying? He's effective in every regard. So whoever's going off, you usually see Bilal get on him to try to cool him off, man. And then Justin Champagnie, while he's not the on-ball defender that those guys are, he's probably the best rebounder on the team, especially considering his size. So he cleans up whatever misses they force or deflections they get. He's usually one getting the loose balls and getting the rebounds and things, man. So those 3 on the floor together has been potent, regardless of the guard lineup. They've been potent, man, as of late, man. And tonight they're gonna have to keep it going to have a chance to win. Obviously, as we move forward, Anthony Edwards, I mean, come on, man, self-explanatory, all world. I think he's top 5 in MVP right now, especially, behind like Jokic, SGA, Jaylen Brown, and probably Cade Cunningham. Impacts the game on both ends. I know offensively, you can see the grades right there, man. It's A+ across the board. And the only reason why he got an F for 3-point quality because he's going to press the issue a little bit to see if he got it. But when the guy is that good, you let him rock a little bit to see if he can explode, see if he's hot. And then on the defensive end, man, he's all working on that end. When he really zeroes in on you, he plays at all NBA defensive team level. And that's why, to me, he's the best shooting guard in the league because he gets it done in every way. And very few can do that. Jaden McDaniels, his all-around impact. You got to understand, like, I don't think people understand. They always talk about his defense. I don't think they understand how good he is offensively, man. He does it all, man. He can play point guard. He can hit threes, mid-range, post up, break you down off the mountains, hit free throws, lob, transition. He can get it done every which way possible, man. But he plays the secondary role to what Ant does, and at times what Julius does. And then when you look at his defensive, that speaks for itself. Being damn near 6'10" with his wingspan, 7'5" wingspan, and able to move his feet like he can. He guard 1 through 5, so the Wizards, it's going to be a hell of a chess match because, they come off a game against the Brooklyn Nets where they can pick on guys. That ain't going to be the case on the perimeter with these two, with Ant and, Jaden on the floor. Then you go to Julius. Julius is he's a bull in a china shop, so to speak. So it's going to be an extremely good test with like Alex and Marvin Bagley and those guys to see if they can withstand the physicality because he ain't going to go nowhere. He's extremely potent, putting his head down, getting to the basket, drawing fouls, getting to the free throw line. He can shoot threes. I don't like when he kind of hang out there and settle, but he can hit the threes. He can operate out in the mid-post pinch post, low block, lob threat, transition. He can get it done in a variety of ways on offense. Defensively, he's hit and miss. but when he's locked in, he could be a hell of a defender. But the problem is he going to be locked in? So, the Wizards are trying to explore that, considering they're coming off a back-to-back. Trying to see where he at with that. Naz Reid, what can I say? 3-point shooter, 3-level scorer. Can also run a little point, do a little playmaking. His weakness is his defense. Elite rebounder as well, but his problem is defense. You can pick on him, as you see with the grades. You can really get him. He does a lot of drop coverage. Rudy can't cover everything, so I'm sure the Wizards will try to get a mismatch with him and make him have to work hard on defense, so it impact the offensive end. He won't have the legs to make shots, especially coming off a back-to-back. Bones Highland, I feel, is a threat as a scorer and a playmaker, but he struggles defensively as well. So you gotta be cautious of him as well. He can run point. He's been a hell of a secondary ball handler. Get Minnesota in the sets and get Ant-Man easier touches with the scoring and whatnot. Jaden McDaniels as well. But defensively, I mean, he got to hold up, and now he got to deal with guards that can break down. CJ. Bub has it going as of late over the last month or so. And we all know Trey Johnson, he's an automatic bucket. So Bones going to have to hide up. So attack him as well if you're the Wizards. Try to see if you can get something going with that. Dante DiVincenzo, utility guy, does it all. He can shoot the ball, he probe and make plays. He struggles as an on-ball defender, not necessarily totally on defense. When navigating ball screens and chasing off the ball and all that, he's elite. But on ball, he struggles. Quick speed to deal with guards. That's an issue. So again, you got a bunch of wings, you got a bunch of guys that can break things down, off the bounce and shoot the ball. You're gonna see how it goes, man. But you got guys you can try to pick on from that end. Obviously, Rudy Gobert, lead rim protector. He actually holds up, contrary to what people think. When he's isolated, he actually holds up pretty well. But yeah, when he gets in pick and roll coverage, that drop coverage, that he tends to hang back. That's where I talked about with Brooklyn, CJ and them guys. They got to eat in that department to make up for what we expect from Jaden, Julius, and all them. They got to kill. They got to be efficient in that. So, but with that being said, he's a turn at the basket. So it's going to be a lot of little chess matches within the game for the Washington Wizards. And we're going to see how they hold up. But this is a good test for all of them. But let's be real. If they don't bring the same defensive execution intensity they had the last 5 games, none of this matters. They're going to get beat.
Yeah, you took the words out of my mouth. All of what you played out, there are definitely places that you pointed to in which Washington can attack. But if you come out lacking physicality against Minnesota, it's going to be over early. And it's not going to be much to talk about later on. So Cardell gave you guys the keys. Keep that in mind the game begins. We'll check with you guys during out. But y'all enjoy the game.